Hi everyone, it's good to be here. To support this, yes, okay. It's good to be here to support this cause because it's a very important cause. We need to support each other. It's it's the government against the people. It is time that the people stand up and fight for their rights. And we cannot do it individually. We must do it as a collective. I have a case at present with my son where the state violence against him has been so phenomenal. The police, simply by using a public box, the police decide they would beat him up because obviously it's not there for that reason. And they brutalize him, truly brutalize him. Unbelievable force they use on him for absolutely no reason other than their prejudice. And this is what's going on in our our lives daily. Our children are being at risk from the so-called law enforcement state. It's not just the police, it's the state, and you've got to admit that, because if the state did not allow it, it would not go on. So, we have to concentrate on the state and the way they allow the police to go around treating human beings. They have forgotten that the people that they're dealing with are humans and they should be treated with respect. And this is why it's so important. These women that are in prison also out of the public eyes. You can just imagine what's going on. The cruelty of these people, it needs to be brought to justice. We need justice for everyone concerned, and so everyone needs to get on board and support this cause and the many cause that is around the country and the world, actually, because we are every single one of us, none of us is immune to this brutality of the state. And we need to call upon the American government to bring about justice. We need to call upon the British government to bring about justice, because, we have been suffering for far too long now, and it is time to do something about it.
Thank you very much. We wanted to, please don't leave yet, because we wanted to take a nice photo that we can send to the prisoners' families and supporters. Selma is going to...
But anyway...
Oh my gosh,
They just called from Philadelphia, where they have just finished their protest. They said they had a very good, lively protest, a lot of support from the public, and they had over 40 people with them.
Right.
I don't feel that we can end this very good and very serious demonstration without saying what is the truth behind all that we have been discussing, which is that those organizations that we have formed and those leaders that we have elected and those talkers that we have believed, they have all either just let us down or been sold, bought and sold, but we cannot rely on any of them. And I think that's what's happening in this country and in many parts of the world, is that people are wondering, can we make it without them? And I think we have to conclude that we have no choice but to make it without them, and that what we have is each other, and we are the 99%. The prisoners in the U.S. and particularly in California, this hasn't been said and it must be, are divided largely between those of African descent and those who are Latinos and Latinas. And the black and brown division in the movement has cut very deep and has undermined all of our struggles. It is really exciting and important that we are getting leadership from prisoners for the black and the brown and a few of the whites who are, a number of the whites who are inside, finally all of them coming together. This is a cause, despite the tragedy that they are living, for great celebration. They are not waiting for this politician or this political leader or this party that has the answer to all our problems. They have taken it upon themselves to deal with their own problems. And the first problem they dealt with was the divisions of race among them, which they have decided absolutely overnight, after years of struggle, to eradicate. So I think that we have to take, I said this earlier, and I think it bears repeating, we have to take the leadership of those who have been excluded as if they were not part of our movement, but they clearly have shown they are not only part of our movement, they are part of the leadership of our movement. They are part of the leadership on anti-racism, on dealing with those who are managers, on the false